The First Lady is venturing into a multi-year effort. As many of you probably heard at a ceremony at the White House, she's starting this Let's Move campaign. According to her, the healthcare cost of obesity-related diseases is at $147 billion a year. What's interesting is that, the First Lady has ventured into military policy. She said that this epidemic impacts the nation's security. She says that obesity is a #1 reason to be concerned about the safety of our country. Why? Because obesity is one of the most common disqualifiers for military service. So I'm not sure who she's trying to placate there by saying that obesity is a national security issue, but still, she's going to have this panel, and they're going to get together. It's called Let's Move, and you know, she says she wants to ensure the future of future generations. So parents of fat kids, watch out, they're coming after us. Who else needs to watch out, apparently, are anyone who align themselves with the Tea Party. I talked about this either last week or 2 weeks ago about the website, theteapartiesover.org, which tries to present itself as some sort of grassroots anti-Tea Party movement. But apparently, a closer look reveals that it's not really the case. The teapartiesover.org was established by the American Public Policy Center, which is a DC-based place that most people probably haven't heard of. But here's what it is. It's basically a network of lobbyists and unions, and a whole bunch of different organizations are kind of lumped together, basically just to funnel money. They make it look like it's this groundswell effort, but it actually is the creation of 2 men, according to Fox News, Craig Varoga and George Rakis, and they're Democratic Party strategists. And what they do is they set up all these different little 527 groups, the nonprofit organizations that are involved in political lobbying. And they pay for TV ads, internet campaigns, lobbyist salaries, and but they have to stay away from unions. But the unions are getting it in a very sneaky way. This system helps hide the funding. So they can give anybody they want whatever amount of money they want in assurance for their cooperation with this website, the teapartiesover.org. It's not illegal, but many people, of course, think it's a little bit dishonest. They know voters don't like outsiders coming in to sway the vote, but in fact, these kind of organizations are always outsiders. The address in D.C. has several other political shops that are listed in the same suite, which is another more evidence that it's just this lump of different 527s that are basically all just funneling money to Democratic candidates, to unions, and to lobbyists. Some of the other ones that they have there, in addition to the American Public Policy Committee, are these organizations: Patriot Majority, Citizens for Progress, Oklahoma Freedom Fund, Mid-Atlantic Leadership Fund, Public Security Now, Pioneer Majority, Bluegrass Freedom Fund. I'm not sure why it's called Bluegrass. Maybe it's Kentucky. So while Republicans and Democrats alike try to distance themselves from the Tea Party movement, which is a truly grassroots populist movement, we know now that the anti-Tea Party movement is basically just being funded by big union, big lobby, and big Democrat money. Speaking of money, our president has now said he does not, quote-unquote, begrudge the $17 million bonuses awarded to various bankers, including J.P. Morgan. Jamie Dimon got $9 million. He's from Goldman Sachs. Lloyd Blankfein also took in $17 million. And in an interview, according to Bloomberg, he said that while $17 million is an extraordinarily large amount of money for Main Street, there are some baseball players who are making more than that, and they don't get into the World Series, so I'm not shocked by that number. I know these guys, they're savvy businessmen, he said. I, like most Americans, don't begrudge people's success or wealth. This is part of the free market system. However, just a few months ago in the Wall Street Journal, the president expressed frustration with these bonuses. He said, I did not run for office to help out a bunch of fat cat bankers on Wall Street. They're puzzled why it is that America is mad at the banks. Well, let's see. You guys are drawing down $10, $20 million bonuses after America went through the worst economic year that it's gone through in decades, blah, blah, blah. So the president can't decide whether he loves them or hates them. You've been listening to the Amy McManus Show on AM 1480 WLEA. Welcome back to the Amy McManus Show on AM 1480 WLEA. Another little interesting tidbit about our money, our tax dollars. In Polk County, Florida, the school district is giving away iPods to some parents. They want to use this device to reward parents of children with disabilities. And basically they want parents to fill out this 10-minute online survey, and if they fill out the survey, they're gonna send them an iPod, which sounds nice. The problem is it's from our tax dollars. It is from the stimulus bill. $350,000 of federal stimulus money is going to be dispersed to put out these iPods. But I was thinking, it says there's 10,000 kids with disabilities, so that means that if everyone gets an iPod, that's $35. But I'm thinking iPods are a lot more than $35. So they're thinking that all 10,000 of these kids' parents will not fill out the survey to get the iPod, and that's comical because it's a free iPod. So I think this is going to be another cash for clunkers thing. They're going to run out of iPods, and they'll have to throw more of our tax dollars in there because it's free. If you tell people they're going to get a free iPod, every single one of them is going to go for it. So unless they're buying some $35 iPods, I think they're going to have a big shortage. How about we send $350,000 to Haiti instead of handing out free iPods? I don't know, just a thought. On to some more cultural news that's actually related to the Tea Party issue.